Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beautiful Life. So today, of course, is the release date of Paul's new book, Wings, the Story of a Band on the Run. So I am about to go to Barnes & Noble to get my copy, and then we'll come back and take a look at the book together. So let's go. All right, so the book is now home, safe and sound, so we will go ahead and take a look together. So this is the US version of the book cover. There were two different covers for the US and UK. I'll put the UK one on the screen. It was a black and white photo of wings. So we'll take a closer look at this cover. I think it has a really cool effect because obviously it's a flat cover, but it looks kind of multi-dimensional, if that's the word. And you could see throughout the cover there are some Wings album titles sprinkled in there. I'll show you, of course, the back as well. Venus and Mars, Band on the Run. And I got to Barnes & Noble right when they opened to make sure I got one. I did the same thing when the lyrics and the Granddude books came out. So this is the back, and the artwork is different on the back with some different album titles. And if you're wondering the price of this was $40 at Barnes & Noble. So you could see underneath the jacket here, there's some pink showing. So we'll see what it looks like under the book jacket. So it is blue and pink under the jacket, and it has this foiled effect, I think it's called. You can see. That's really nice because you couldn't tell that this was under the jacket by, them just showing this cover of the book. So I like this because pink is my favorite color. So we'll open this up. So you could pause to read the description on the flap here. It's also continued on the back, so I'll show that. So there are more than 150 black and white and color photos, many previously unseen, as well as timelines, a gigography, and a full discography. And something to note on this page is it says that this book is printed on 100% recycled paper. So we have the contents page here. So you could see it starts with a foreword by Paul and then the editor's introduction. So this book is split into actually 5 parts. It continues on this page. 5 parts, and they are each split up by 2 years, or 2 or 3 years each. So part 1 is 69 to 71. Part 2, 71 to 73, and then 73 to 75, 75 to 78, and 78 to 81. And then after that we have the epilogue, the band biographies, the Wings discography and gigography, which is their gigs, their performances. Then there's a timeline, and of course the acknowledgements and credits and index on all the things usually at the back of the book. So I of course have not read this yet, so I very well may do a video once I have read it, just like I've done with the lyrics in the past. I actually did not do a video on Eyes of the Storm, the book, because I was so focused on seeing Paul at the Tribeca Festival at that time. So I will show you the pictures at the beginning of each part. And in the middle part of the book, there is a selection of color photos. I'll show you those next. After part 5, that is. I guess I won't show every single photo because then that kind of spoils it for whoever may go out and buy the book if you've already seen this video, so I won't show every single photo. So there are some other portions of the book as I showed in the contents. So this is the band biographies section. And that is, of course, exactly what it sounds like. And then there is the discography. So then it goes through the albums and the singles, it looks like. And on the album pages, it says who was in the band at that time, the track listing, the release date, and then, of course, the writers and the other personnel who worked on that. And that reminds me, I wanted to show you this on the back of the book. It has the names of the members of Wings and their instrument. So after the discography is the gigography. Of course, talking about their live performances. And it, of course, shows the tour dates and locations. Then after that, there is a timeline, which shows basically anything that Paul or Linda or the members of Wings are doing on any particular day, going by year and month and day. Then there is the credits and the index at the back. So you could look up song titles, people's names, album names, etc. Alright, Beatle people, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know if you picked up the UK or US version of this book. I'm definitely looking forward to reading this, and it will be a great kind of prelude to seeing Paul very soon. So that will most likely be my next video. I may do a video about like prepping for the concert as well, because I'm going to be making some bracelets and maybe a poster. So stay tuned for a new video coming soon. But that will do it for today's video, so I do want to say thank you very much for watching, and my other social media, as always, is linked in the video description, so you could follow me on my other accounts if you want. But again, thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.